Hi, besties. Welcome back to another amazing episode on Heart TalksTV. If this is your first time here, just know you're welcome, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell to stay connected. So this channel is where love, emotions, and real relationship truths come alive. For new besties here in Heart TalksTV, we share deep love stories, emotional relationship advice, and the thoughts people are often afraid to say out loud. So if you have ever loved, been heartbroken, or wondered why people behave the way they do in relationships, you are in the right place. And trust me, you're not going to regret it because here is the truth you have been looking for. So yeah, before we start, Bestie, let's have a heart to heart. Why did you reply to that hey text in 0.5 seconds? Why are you canceling your gym session because he asked to see you last minute? I love you, but we need to stop. You aren't a backup plan, and you aren't a 24/7 convenience store. Today, we are talking about why being too available is killing your attraction and how to switch from being desperate to being a woman who is actually genuinely busy. Now, hold on. I know what you're thinking. Bestie, isn't this just playing hard to get? Absolutely not. Let's clear the confusion right now. Playing hard to get is a trick. It's when you're staring at your phone wanting to reply, but you set a timer to wait 2 hours just to manipulate him. That's a game, and high-value men can smell a game a mile away. Being busy is a standard. It's when you don't reply for 2 hours because you're actually at the gym or reading or, let's be real, having a deep conversation with your own thoughts. The difference is that one is a lie, the other is a lifestyle. And we don't play games here, we just have lives. Think about it. Why is a diamond expensive? Because you can't just find it sitting on every street corner. When you are always available, you are telling him your time has zero value. If he can whistle and you run, he doesn't have to respect your schedule. In the US, they call this main character energy. If you aren't the main character of your own Saturday night, you'll always be a supporting character in his. Let's go deeper. Let's talk about the scenario where he hasn't texted all day and then at 7 p.m. he asks to hang out. Your heart jumps, right? You want to say yes because you're afraid if you say no, the momentum will die. But bestie, momentum built on your sacrifice is just a slow crash. When you say, I can't tonight, I'm busy, and you don't offer an alternative immediately, you create a vacuum. A high-value man fills that vacuum with effort. He thinks, oh, she's got a life. I need to ask her sooner next time. But a low-value man fills that vacuum with a ghost act. Either way, you win because you just filtered out someone who doesn't respect your time. If you want him to respect your time, you have to respect it first. If he texts you after 9 p.m. asking what's up, that is not a date, that's a convenience. You don't have to be mean, just don't be available. If your plan is to stay home, wear a face mask, and watch a movie, that is a plan. And if he asks for a last-minute date, you aren't free, you are booked with yourself. So stop the instant reply addiction. Your phone is a tool for your convenience, not a leash for his. I know you're confused. You will be like, oh, so how do we actually become genuinely busy? But the truth is that there are a lot of ways to keep yourself busy, not just sitting, waiting for their text messages to pop up or waiting for their calls. Be a woman of high value. And today, I'm going to list some ways. Being genuinely busy with a career, a side hustle, or a passion project means your happiness isn't 100% dependent on a text message. So even if he acts up or ghosts, you have a deadline to meet or a business to run. You don't have time to spiral. And when your schedule is full, a man becomes a bonus to your day, not the basis of your day. If he disappears, your empire is still standing. And another one is the scarcity principle. Humans naturally want what they can't have. If you are always available, you will be taken for granted because they will think you are common. But if you are busy, you are a luxury. Believe me, these men want and respect something expensive. And mind you, you can't fake the energy of someone who has a $100,000 a year schedule. You have to actually have things to do to give off that boss aura. You don't want to look expensive, you want to be expensive. Luxury items aren't available for last-minute pickups, and neither are you. And another one that kills attraction more. If he knows exactly what you're doing every hour because you're always home, there's nothing to talk about. So listen up, besties. When you've been out doing things he doesn't know about, you have new stories, new energy, and a bit of mystery when you finally do talk. So I advise you stop being an open book that he already finished reading. Go out and live a chapter he hasn't seen yet so that when you do meet up, you actually have something fresh to say. So besties, get your time occupied so while he's out there wondering why you didn't reply, you were busy getting that promotion. Leveling up your skills. You're building a life that you'd be proud of even if he wasn't in it. And the last one for today, build a hobby that requires focus. It's hard to reply to a text when you're mid-workout, painting, or anything that you love doing. Besties, just make sure you get a life so full that you actually forget to check your phone every second. I know the fear, but bestie, won't he find someone else who is available? Good. A high-value man is inspired by a woman with a full life. He will want to earn a spot on your calendar. But if he leaves because you have boundaries, he didn't want a partner, he wanted an assistant. You are a queen, not a secretary. And this reminds me of conversation with one of my friends. She said that when she got a job, she noticed that her man started taking her serious. This was a girl that has always complained of how bad her man treats her as if she is nothing. But right now, she is busy not like she forces herself to be, but because her work demands her focus 24/7. I don't want to be spilling much. But just know that now, her man respects her, not just her, but the time they spend together, unlike the other times that he whistles and she runs to him. So besties, just know that being overly available is so bad, it kills attraction so much. He needs to crave you, he needs to want you. But when he looks, you are there. When he turns, you are there. Like, you need to stop and make your time useful. Besties, I want you to always bear this in your mind. You are the prize, remember that. Comment I am the prize below if you're reclaiming your time today. I'll be hearting the best comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the circle so you don't miss our next Heart Talk. Love you. Bye.